All right, let's get right into it. Hey, Lily with Living Room Realty in Portland, Oregon, here to give you a real estate market update for the month of December 2022. We made it to the end of the year. And as we come to the end of the year, as many of you may know, if you follow along with my videos or just follow real estate in general, real estate is always historically low as we head further and further into the winter, and this year is no different, probably even more so in some ways, and we are seeing it in the numbers. So for new listings to the market, we had 1,666 homes go to the market, which was a decrease of 33% from the month prior. Pending sales saw a decrease of 18% with 1,498 homes going under contract, and sold homes saw a decrease of 17% with 1,621 homes going to new homeowners. So with that, all across the board, we saw that decrease in activity. And honestly, it's something that we expected, and it's something that, no one was surprised by. We also saw inventory of homes go up though, which was a good sign if you are a home buyer. The more inventory of homes we have, the better off you are going to be in having options and less competition from other buyers. So that went up to 2.6 months, meaning if we were to have no new homes go out in the market based on demand, we'd be out of homes in a little over 2.5 months. We also saw market time increase just a little bit. So that is measuring the amount of time a house is on the market, and that went up to 44 days. So really just means that buyers more and more are not jumping on homes like we saw back during the pandemic and in those times where things were really, really just fast paced and everybody was out there really wanting a property. So we're seeing that in the numbers. But what I should mention, which will be good probably for you that are home sellers, it's gonna sound bad at first, but it's gonna be good, is that we did also actually see prices of homes stay fairly stable. They did decrease a little bit, but it was actually only by a few $1,000s. 2 months ago, we were at $617. Last month, I think we were at $215, and then now we're seeing average home price be about $613. So on average, I know I just read a statistic that we really only had prices lower by an average about 1%. So just want to bring that up. If you are, either a home buyer or a home seller, obviously for your home sellers, you're going to have your ears ring for that because you're going to start thinking, oh, I'm reading all these headlines that are telling me that like prices are just slashing, houses are, sitting on the market forever and never selling. On average, homes are still selling. We just talked about that statistic with sold homes, and that they are actually still selling on average for a pretty good price and not that far off from where they were in the last few months and frankly where we were during the height of the market. So opportunities are still out there for you. It's also good for home buyers to hear this because I think when home buyers are also hearing that we're just going to have this huge crash in prices, from a lot of experts' opinions, we have hit the height of the interest hikes. So with that is when we were going to have the most dramatic decrease in prices. One would assume we're not going to see prices change all that much unless there is going to be some other big financial factor, like us hitting a really big recession, like some are talking about. But past that, even things like a foreclosure crisis don't really seem to be coming about. So on the whole, most people are thinking we are kind of nearing the end of seeing prices really get slashed, at least here in the Portland metro area, and that we're going to come into a more stable market as we head into the spring. Now, this is just a prediction, and it's one that we're all hoping for in the industry, especially, I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, first-time home sellers, people that are, in that place where they don't have a lot of money to play around with. So we're always looking for the positives and seeing where we can find it. And it does seem, while we are in a market that is a little volatile at the moment and everybody's not completely sure about what's going to happen, we are seeing good signs. Just in the last month, we've seen inflationary measures not be so dramatic when it comes to interest rates. At times we've seen interest rates even go down a little bit, or when the Fed has put in a interest rate hike, it has been a lot more minimal than we have seen as of late. So it gives us some hope that inflationary measures are already working and that we're going to see rates go down, at least stabilize or go down. I just listened to an expert this morning that said in his prediction that rates are at their highest, so they can only go down from now. Sounds great to me. And so really, it's putting us in a good spot that most of us think if we just huckle down here, people that need to buy and sell right now should definitely do so. There are some great opportunities out there, but we should see an improved market also as we head into the spring, which is a really good sign. Also, I'll note too, something I heard that I thought really resonated for me was, if we were going to have a boost in interest rates and these inflationary measures at any time, it's pretty good that it happened during the holidays and, throughout the fall and winter months, when things are slower anyways. That way, we can kind of match it with where the market already is. And then as we head into the spring, hopefully these measures will start to work better. People will also either, my prediction is people are either going to get used to the high interest rates, relatively speaking, and just get back to home buying. Or what we'll see is, hopefully what all of us want, even, home buyers, home sellers, everybody, is to see rates come back down. They're not going to go, significantly down. They're probably going to stay around 5%, 4.5% is where they're going to be. If they do go down, that'll be really incredible. But I think it is nice that we have it correlating with this time. And hopefully it means we will just get back to a really good, strong market that'll benefit everybody. So all of that to be said, it is, an interesting time in real estate, and I could go a lot into all of the particularities of the different types of markets, but it is just wildly different if you're buying a condo, if you're selling a condo, if you are buying a single family house in North Portland versus Beaverton. There is so much into that. So just to say, I want to point out that in a market like we have right now, take the general advice you're seeing, watching these videos like mine, watching the news, but also make sure that you contact a real estate professional. I'm always here to chat with you here in the Portland, Oregon area, or if you're looking elsewhere, I could connect you with someone amazing. Have those real conversations with us, because the market differs wildly. For example, if we're looking anywhere under the average sales price of that 613, a lot of those houses actually are moving fast. They're not moving as fast as they would, back during the times when things were just getting picked up in a weekend, but they are moving a little faster because they're, with the average, the median house price being where it is, anybody below that is, there's a lot more of those home buyers, and there are people in that place that are a lot more motivated as well. So it's going to be a really competitive market. Whereas if you are someone looking above the average price point, especially if you're looking, well above that, the market's going to move a lot slower. So it's really important for you to understand where your particular needs will be met, what the particular situation you'll be going to will be, because that will also affect your timeline, what actions you take when you start taking action, all those fun things. So just wanted to point that out as well. And if you have, again, any questions for me, I'd be happy to chat with you, talk about all things real estate, and hope you found this helpful, and follow below to get more home buying resources. I'm just going to keep with that because that was that part.